Steve's just figuring out how to control his body because he's such a big, long, angular guy that he's still figuring out how to keep his body in balance. And sometimes he looks like like a newborn deer or something out there. He's just kind of flopping around, and it's like, geez, Steve, let's put everything back together, huh?
But when he's good, how does he look?
Unbelievable. Yeah. No. There's some examples. I was making a tape of just different things that were good examples of what we want. And I kept, obviously taking Zach Martin off, and then we were looking at some of our pass protection. I'm watching us against down at Pittsburgh, and he's matched up with Donald one-on-one. Steve was down the red zone 3 or 4 times, absolutely no help, nothing, and he's all over him. He didn't even get off line.
So that's a good teaching tool when you can show him.
No, it's great. It's great. And then there's other times when he's on the ground and his guy's hitting the quarterback, but the ability is there. It's building the consistency and then the strength and putting it all together so he has that full package.
2 years ago, you had a run offense that averaged over 200 yards in the regular season for the first time in 12 years. Last year, your pass protection ranked among the top 2 in the country. When do you make an assessment as to what your strengths are overall on offense, on what you want to emphasize with your offensive line?
Well, our job is to be as good at whatever we're doing as we can possibly be. So that just every year, your team and your offense ends up being, whatever it becomes because of its personnel and the situations so whatever it is, we've got to, if we're going to run the ball more, then we better be good at run blocking. If we're going to throw a little bit more, then we better be sound there. So there's really not a point where you say, okay, we got to go put extra time into this. We just adapt as the season, as we go, whatever we're doing, and that's what our emphasis is.
What do you feel your greater strengths are now, as a line? Is it more difficult, especially with all the young players you have, to get into pro pass protection? Maybe some haven't come from as strong a background in high school, like McGlinchey with the pass.
Right. It's less familiar to them. So the things like that, I would say that's true. That it's just a little foreign to them. It takes a little longer, but the good news is they all have the ability to play. It's just when they're going to be at the level that we need them to be at is different for each guy. And the good news is it's an incredible group of real strong work ethic, and that when you have that combined with guys that have talent, it's really exciting, really, and it's going to happen. It's just when.